Hey everybody, Jason Today, Regional Sales Manager with Braun Ambulances. Welcome back to EMS Today, booth 1101. We're here to show you Volusia County EMS's Remount. So give a lot of thanks to them. I'll go through this list on here. They're established in 2011. They're in the Volusia County area, Daytona Beach, Florida area. Jason Brady, we appreciate Volusia County letting us use their truck. 10A Fire Equipment did sell this truck. We appreciate everything that they do as well. They are a great dealer down here in Florida and Georgia. You got any needs in Florida and Georgia, please get a hold of 10A. As you can see, they cover about 1,432 square miles. They got 49 Express Plus ambulances and 4 Express Type 3 ambulances. They get about 80,000 calls in 2019, 57,000 transports in 2019. So a little bit about this unit before I go through this unit. This unit originally came into Braun before we remounted it as a Ram single chassis, like just a Ram standard chassis. As you can see, we have turned this into an F450 2019 extended cab chassis for them. So it's something that they're changing to, it's something that they're using. This matches their current fleet, but this is a remounted ambulance, so we want to show you some of the stuff that we can do on a remount. So we'll step inside the truck, kind of look at what they do inside here on the console. We'll show you in the console what they do. You can see the Vista screen, you can see the FRC intercom, you can see they got their radio speaker up here. You'll see the other in the back so they can communicate back and forth. You also see that they have liquid springs on this unit as well. This unit's, they're on the road all day, so these guys went with the extended cab for that reason. They will put their personal equipment back here. That's why they wanted to keep this. These guys are in this truck for their 24-hour shift and here at all times. So we'll go back to the back and start showing you the module of this truck. So in the module, this is an Express Plus, so it is 150-inch in length. So we'll go through a little bit of this here. You have 220 amps here. You got your AC power down here, so we can keep that cool. These are plugged in outside, so they want to keep them cool in the Florida weather. So they want to keep that at a temperature that when the next shift gets on, that temperature is good inside the box. Once again, this will do your outlets and everything on the inside. Let's go to OSS number 1 and kind of look in here. So as you can see, if you zoom into this tag, Jeff, you can see this was a 2013 ambulance when we first made this truck. So you can see that in there. This was a 2013 ambulance that we have brought up the standards here now in 2019, 2020 for them. You can see this is their oxygen compartment in here, and they do some other miscellaneous storage. You can see their flashlight up on the wall as well. If you look here real quick, you can see they have inventory control loops. So that's just for them to be able to know that everything was checked off, everything's in there for the next crew. We'll open up OSS number 2 and look in here. This is just some general storage for them in here. This is for the 110 12 volt heat AC. So that's just caged in there so they can store stuff and it doesn't beat and bang on that stuff. As we keep going, we'll go to OSS number 3. Since they are on the road all the time and they are in these trucks all the time, we had to make this big enough to fit a spare tire. If they have anything go wrong with the flat or anything like that, they have to have this tire back here so they can change that tire if need be, so they're not stuck on the road. This is just some additional storage. You can see that this is inside-outside access, so once you're inside, you can get to these shelves as well. Coming around to the rear of the truck, obviously we have our backup camera, nice Chevron package for Volusia County. We do have the flip step bumper, so that way it's easy to load in and load out. The Everhard handles, the new Everhard handles as well. Coming around to OSS number 4, you can see this is our backboard storage. Got the strap here, they can keep their backboard scoops inside of this compartment here. It does have a divider in here as well. This is a bolted in divider, so they can bolt it in, and if they do want to move it, they could if they wanted to. Going into what we would call OSS 4A is just additional storage behind the rear wheel here. Just something to where they can keep stuff in here as well in their unit. If you see this door here, the Easy Glide sliding door, we've seen it a lot. They really like this. Anything in a tight quarter, anything that you're in a heavy traffic, you can get out and look each way every time with this door. We'll go to OSS number 5. This is the ALS cabinet. So this is just where they'll store all their ALS equipment if they need to. You can see that these shelves are adjustable, so you can adjust these to any height that you may need. That way you can store whatever you want to on these. If you want to change what you're storing in here and you need to change the height, you can do that pretty easily. They also got some additional storage here as they went with the diesel, so we don't have to have a battery tray under here as well. As you can see in this truck, since it is a 2013, we did not have the drop skirt right here. So it is just a straight across truck here. You can see that it's straight across all the way. So we put the bull ring step down here we put the bull ring step in here. That way you can get in and out pretty easily. So what I want to do is I want to go to the inside of the truck, and we'll talk a little bit more about the inside of the truck. So inside of here, we'll start with the street side wall once again. So on the street side wall, you can see that in this truck, we do still have the restocking hinges in the frames. We do have a fixed divider with 2 adjustable shelves on each side of that divider that they can adjust to any way that they need to do that. We also have the cabinet here that you can do inside and outside access. So outside you can grab stuff off of this shelf, inside as well. We have this door here. It's a roll-up door on the inside. That's how they wanted this. We got an adjustable shelf in here. So from the CPR seat, you can get to that. It closes very easily as well. You got your Furno life pack monitor bracket there, so they can store that right there on their secondary action area. And you also have power right here too for the 125 volt outlets. The CPR seat, as you can see, is in between this area here, between the secondary action area and the primary action area. Up above here, we got another door up here that you guys can see in here, and a lot of storage in there as well. And it does shut with the Southco latch. Up here, we do have another restocking frame where they have each of these shelves right here, and it does adjust to whatever they need to adjust to. Looking at the action area, you can see that we have our S-Core suction unit up here. We have our suction control. We have our oxygen. We have our Vista screen. We have the FRC intercom as well, so that they can talk to the driver at any time back here. The driver can hear everything that's going on. You have your Hoseline heat AC controls. You have your 125 volt outlets. And then right under here, you still have a 12 volt outlet as well. So you can plug in a 12 volt outlet right underneath here. This is a pretty new, unique setup here that they do. If you're in the CPR seat, you do have a recessed sharps and trash down in here. So when you're working, you can throw your sharps and trash away inside of this compartment. Whenever you're done at the end of the day, you can pull this out. You can take those out, and you can dispose of those and put the thing back in. So, going on to the front wall up here, you guys are going to see you got your PDQ, you got your air conditioning systems down low. So it's a little bit different setup here with the vertical stack for your AC that's going to come out. You also have your oxygen holders in the pass-through area here, and you also have another cabinet up here as well, so you guys can put whatever you may need to in here. The radio speaker in the back is the same as what is on the console, so they can get radio communication in the back and the front of their truck. If we go on, this is the ALS stack up here. We can go into here, we can open this up, and you can get to that from inside outside as well. As you look above the curb door, we do have the 3 glove box holder above the curb door, so anything that you can have 3 different size gloves in here, you guys can grab them as you walk out before you go get the cot. Just easy use for the department. If you come over here and look at the curb side, you'll see the squad bench layout over here. So on the squad bench, you have your sharps and trash, which folds up left side, and you can throw everything in there and come this way. This does also open up with a latch, so you can get rid of that stuff at the end of the day and reuse that. You'll see that we have the back pad full across. This was a 2013 unit. You see we have the squad bench. That's how it was set up. This has second patient transport, so if you need to transport a second patient, you still can. If you look in here, we do have additional storage in here as well. So they got a little bit of additional storage in here. This particular part right here that you can see is kind of shallow because they've added that other compartment behind the rear wheel. That's what they did there. If you look up above the squad bench, we have some stuff up here as well, where you can get in here and put some more stuff in storage. You got your IV hanger, your oxygen outlet as well, and you also have the tenant net. So if you ever get in a crash or anything's up here, you're going to be able to catch that, so you don't go flying or anything goes flying inside the vehicle. If you look here at the back of the unit, you'll see that they have their clock in the back. If you look at the floor inside of here, we did put a new floor in here for the remount. So within this remount, they did used to use a different system. So what we had to do was build up on the back to make sure the power load could come in and work properly. They do have the slope floor as well. Makes it easy to clean the inside of this thing. You can put a garden hose in here and water will come right out in the back of this truck. This is a 150-inch box. Like I said, it's a 2013 that we have redone for them. With a remount, I want you guys all to know that you have any options that you want. You can totally redo anything that you want to do. We can bring everything up to standards if you'd like. So we definitely like for you to get a hold of us on any kind of remount needs that you may need. Get a hold of me, Jeff, Jared, or Chad. We can definitely get you any kind of pricing that you may need as well. Good thing about this is you can see that this unit was, this box is still a 2013 box, is still in use today. That's the longevity of these boxes do last a long time, and they could remount again if they wanted to. So we would love for you to come see this remounted unit for Volusia County. Most of all, we want to thank Volusia County for letting us use their truck. We also want to thank 10-8 Fire Equipment for the great job that they do for us in Florida and Georgia, and they're over here in our booth as well. So anytime you want to come and see this truck or ask us even about remount options, we would be glad to help you with that. So if you would come by booth 1101 and come and see us, we would love to show off this unit, tell you a little bit more about it. You have unlimited options with remounts as far as chassis. As you've seen, we had the Ram on the front, and now we have the Ford extended cab. So there's a lot of options within remounts that you can do. You do not have to keep the same chassis. There's things that you can do, and we can assist you with that. If you just come over and talk to us, give us a call. We would love to help you out with any of those needs. Once again, we're at booth 1101. We are here till 4 o'clock today. Tomorrow we are here from 9 to noon, and the show is over. So please get out here, come check us out. We'd love to see you. Thank you guys for tuning in. We bring the booth to you. Thank you very much.